Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, Davis. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this will be caught at the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Underneath to Davis. And now running right through him. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Over. Watch it now, Barney.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Leopard.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
On second down, Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Play action here with Rosen. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Detroit! Over!
A first down carry for Davis. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Left side complete. Safarian-Jenkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now back to throw, and that is incomplete. Now that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now back out comes the offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Detroit!
Third and long here for Rosen. Looking deep downfield. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10.
Jack, Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on fourth down.
Over!
They'll run with Davis. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
It's a big play there. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. They'll give it to Mixon. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Sacramento football here to begin the second. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Leopard! Over!
He's going to get it running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my...
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Sims. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and run for it with Davis. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 33. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They pitch it to Davis. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 39 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 17. No problems in the field goal department so far.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Rosen. On the left side, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Rosen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Over! Detroit! Detroit! Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the curl!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Bullock will put it. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Officially, no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And what a big-time play there. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
And now it's Rosen looking. That is caught inside the 5. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Lucky 56.
Again, it's Davis. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Detroit! Detroit!
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jordan Willis coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Frazier. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him a gain of 38.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sims. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll toss to Davis. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of seconds.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bobby Wagner in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
Detroit! 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 Hey, alert 3, alert 3!
Here's Rosen to throw. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Being chased out left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Again, it's Rosen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ponsonby, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Bullet good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On play action, they'll throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit.
Right, here we go.
Worked out offensively. On first down, it's Gurley. Room to run past midfield. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. Give him 58 yards on the ground. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On first and goal, Gurley. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They get it to him running left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Rosen on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
To throw is Rosen, and he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Watch it now, Barney! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
On second down, Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He shakes him off. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.